Like, it just doesn't ever become the maximum potential that it could be. And the coaches that know how to get the most out of people and how to motivate them, let their personality show. Something Andy Reid, that's one of my favorite things he always says, like, let your personality show. He wants his guys to go out there and be themselves because he's going to get the best version of them. Mm-hmm. Instead of trying to make them fit this specific thing, let's find a way to incorporate this guy into the offense. So it's just done, and it feels better.
I will say this: Coach Reid came in to Kansas City, and he kind of had to break a culture. So my first taste of Coach Reid was very much you're doing it this way. You're doing it this way. And once we kind of recreated that culture into where he could trust us and we could collaborate and we could make it, that's when we really got the train rolling and started to have a bunch of success, as well as getting a guy like Pat Mahomes.
Let's start with the Chiefs game. Little Chiefs 22, Giants 9 on Sunday night.
Back in the win column, baby. Back in the win column. Let's fucking go.
Does it feel good?
It does feel good. That was not a great performance, but a win is a win. It's hard to win in the NFL, man. And I'll take a win any way I can get it.
This is the first ever road win against the Giants in franchise history.
That's pretty crazy. Our franchise record against the Giants is pretty insane.
What is it?
It was like 4-13 or something like that.
Wow. I guess you think about it, like the Giants used to be good.
I don't think I've ever beaten the Giants up until today. I lied. I beat them before.
When you got into the league, the Giants were just fading away from that like Eli Manning Super Bowl era Giants.
And they still had Eli Manning and they still beat us, yeah.
Yeah, but they weren't Super Bowl era Giants anymore at that point. Because my second year, 2012, was the second Super Bowl they got, right?
Damn, you're like a dinosaur, man.
That was my second year in the league. I remember Marnie Morningwig. When we went to the holiday party, we were kind of out of it already. And I remember asking Marty, like, hey, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year? And the Giants are 8-8, nothing special. And he's like, honestly, I think the Giants are going to, they're peaking at the right time. Their defense is stacked. And he called that shit. They went on a run and freaking won the whole damn thing. So
shout out to Spags.
Yeah, there we go. All righty. Well, you guys got it done this week in the Meadowlands.
Yes, we did.
Little frustrating first half. It was a lot closer than it probably needed to be. Chiefs settled for 3 field goals in the red zone. Is that right? All of them in the red zone?
It was big red zone. I don't think we got past the 30. We got hit with a few penalties that put us in 3rd and longs and kind of kicked ourselves once we crossed the 50. But Harrison Butker right there to punch them through for us and get points on the board. I will say it feels like we're rolling. It feels like we're starting to get this thing going on offense. Our defense is playing stellar. Both this game and last, absolutely phenomenal performances, and stopping the run is the biggest thing. And our DBs are playing really good. We had a few turnovers, and when you win the turnover battle, you typically win the game.
Helps out. Helps out.
And one of the craziest plays I've ever seen in my entire career was the Pat Mahomes pass that ended up being a backwards pass that he then went and ripped it out of. I don't think that any other quarterback makes this play, dude. This was such fuck was that. There was so much chaos in my mind of I turned around what, we got it back?
What do you think is going into Pat's head right there? Right when the ball hits the ground, what's he just fuck? No, but he's doing it in the right voice.
Come here, boy.
He's like, fuck.
Get it, Pop.
This was such an impressive play. He covered so much ground, and then just who has the foresight to jump at the ball?
Dude, it was insane, dude. I told him afterwards, I'm like, bro, I still don't know how in touch. It's so insane from that angle. He just comes out of nowhere. That boy got heart, man.
It did feel like you guys are starting to get rolling on offense. Defense, like you said, has been playing pretty dang well, right? I mean, especially the last couple of weeks, they've been playing well. And you got Pop going. You got the run game kind of active. And then, it felt like Pat started, especially in the second half, taking those shots. We've seen Thornton open down the field for a couple games now. He's been waiting for it to kind of happen. And all of a sudden it started popping for him. Hollywood Brown made a couple big catches.
Hollywood's been playing fucking outstanding. He's been that safety net for Pat. And I think we're going to keep getting this thing rolling, man. Hopefully we get Xavier back here soon and got Rashee Rice back in the building. I know we don't get to see him for another 3 weeks, but he'll get his engine rolling and practices and back in the building and get the swagger back of having the whole unit together, man. Gone. And even Juju Smith-Schuster, I can't say enough about what Juju is to this team in terms of his energy, his accountability. He's always in the right spot. Always there for Pat, especially in the rollouts, has a good feel for the game and the offense and just feeling out zones and being in the right place at the right time, man. Just always accountable in the run game as well. So I think we're starting to catch some momentum as an offense. And I think that comes with, like you said, getting Pop going, getting Kareem going, and these big guys up front being able to just get off the ball and move guys. And that'll help out the pass game a lot.
And then it just felt like between Pop, the receivers, and every time somebody got a ball thrown to them or they got a chance to make a play, everyone was fighting and running and like there were broken tackles. It felt back to like some vintage like Chiefs, just like speed and energy and effort, and it was just fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch this past week.
Second half felt a lot more like Chiefs football.
I still felt like in the first half, even though the points didn't get there, it felt like guys were breaking tackles. It felt like guys were making plays, you know what I mean? Whereas if it's felt like for the last couple weeks where it's, even when the completions are made, it's like almost like a tackle happens right away, or, Pat isn't able to find anybody, so he takes off a run. It felt like now guys were going out making incredible catches, right? Like that Thornton catch down the field was a fucking fantastic play. Right after what happened? He got a penalty, right?
No. He caught the one right before, and as he's going down to the ground, elbow. It
moved. That's what it was. Thank you. And then to come back and to make that second one, I'm like,
the second one was even harder than the first one.
I don't know how the hell he caught that.
Just puts the point up in the air. He's like, I got it.
He caught it through the defender.
No doubt about it.
Boom! That is such a great catch. Falling and like sticking your hands out, man. He is, dude. Love that dude, man. You've mentioned this kind of even on the side. You've been waiting for this kid to kind of come on.
He was a steal. I don't know how he got out of New England, man, but we're appreciative that they let him go because he's a smart football player, hands. On top of that, can run with the best of them. A big body. Long arms.
Yep.
It's just he's a smart football player. Smart football players are going to fucking thrive in this offense because Coach Reid's going to put you in positions to where you get those one-on-one matchups, man. If you know how to attack it, good things are going to fucking happen. And I think him, Hollywood, Juju, we've been rolling. And we've been getting this thing kind of geared in the right direction. And I think Pat's just going to keep dialing it in as we go, baby.
I can't imagine being a quarterback back there and trying to make decisions because there's the amount of things you're trying to process on a play-by-play basis is intense. And the more you build chemistry with guys, I've got to think it makes those decisions a lot easier. And with Pat, it feels like
1,000%.
With Pat, it feels like obviously he has great chemistry with you. He's got great chemistry with Juju because he's played together. A lot of the other guys, like that, is still kind of being developed in games. And like
Noah Gray, another guy had
Noah Gray
had a bunch of fucking. They didn't seem like big gains. He had about 30, close to 30 yards of, yards called back just because of penalties and stuff.
Right.
Still the smaller, the short gains of like 6 to 10 yards that you're seeing with just underneath routes and him getting vertical. I mean, that kind of stuff gets you a fresh set of downs. It gets you a third and short, you know what I mean? Your manageable situations. All that trust that you're talking about that gets built up in the offseason and in training camp and just being accountable in games, that just makes 1-5's job so much fucking easier. He doesn't have to think about, where you're going to be or anything like that. He can kind of just feel the game out from that point on. And man, when he's out there just, letting the game come to him and feeling the game out and just being the ball player he is, man, he's the best player in the world.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's obvious that he's building chemistry with all the guys out there, but I mean, the more he's building the chemistry with Tyquan Thornton, I just think, it's going to open up so much underneath if that big play, big strike ability comes up. It makes it much, much harder to defend everything you guys are doing. And either way, that moment was a spark. And I think the spark probably had been lit for a while for the Chiefs, but it started clicking after that. We also got to shout out 192%er who made it to the game, Erica Duchemin
Jason Kelce completely lost control after Travis's explosive message to Chiefs head coach Andy Reid in that fiery clash, a moment that captured pure passion and unshakable brotherhood. The Kelce brothers have always shown relentless love for football and an unbreakable bond that keeps them standing side by side through every storm. And Jason's reaction proved just how real that connection runs. His emotions were raw, almost overwhelming, pride mixed with shock as he watched Travis confront one of the most respected figures in the NFL with fearless honesty. These are the kinds of unscripted, spine-chilling moments that remind fans why the Kelce family is endlessly fascinating, blending loyalty, drama, and heart into every headline. Jason's intense outburst revealed the weight of Travis's words, a sign that this wasn't just another sideline argument but something far deeper shaking the Chiefs' core. When a seasoned veteran like Jason, who has witnessed every level of chaos in the league, reacts with that level of disbelief, it signals a moment of seismic importance. This incident exposes the hidden tensions behind Kansas City's glory, showing that even elite dynasties crack under pressure. Do you believe Travis was right to unleash such truth on Andy Reid, or should he have chosen another path? Share your thoughts in the comments right now because I want to know if you think Jason's reaction was truly fair or if it went too far. Don't forget to subscribe to Famecast Daily, the ultimate place for breaking stories, trending celebrity drama, and exclusive NFL coverage you won't find anywhere else. Smash that notification bell so you're instantly updated whenever we drop powerful content filled with insider details and viral entertainment moments. If you enjoyed this dramatic breakdown of Jason losing it over Travis's headline-making clash, make sure you dive into our other videos featuring the Kelce brothers, football controversy, and the biggest names making waves in sports and pop culture. Hit the like button if this video kept you watching, and I'll be back in the next one with even more addictive celebrity updates and sports drama. Thanks for watching Famecast Daily. Subscribe now for non-stop excitement.